Hollywood goes after RFK Jr.'s wife, and Bill Maher comes out and just torches them. I'm John Mike Keene, and I love watching Bill Maher take baby steps out of the Democrat Party. Let's watch.
A couple of weeks ago, Bobby Kennedy, scion of the most storied dynasty in Democratic Party history, dropped out of the presidential race and threw his support not to the Democrat, but to Trump.
Now, when a lefty supports Trump, the Democrat Party goes completely insane. I've watched this my whole life. Some of you may know my personal background in Hollywood, but yeah, it's pretty bad. And now we're sitting here unemployed and hiding in plain sight. By the way, we do have super chats open if you guys want to make a donation. Helps pay the editor to keep the lights on.
I like Bobby and always will. And there are things he has been right about that no one else would touch. But yes, I also think he's weird.
I think he's weird too. I agree. Doesn't mean that he wouldn't make a great member of Trump's cabinet.
I couldn't support him for president.
Yeah, but can you support Kamala Harris? Talk about weird.
His wife is Cheryl Hines.
So there's Cheryl Hines on the red carpet with Larry David. She plays his wife on Curb Your Enthusiasm, but she's the real life wife of RFK Jr. There.
Who Larry David was quoted as describing as the best person I've ever met, the one person in Hollywood who doesn't have a single enemy. Well, now she does.
Oh, suddenly she has a problem. Her husband thinks different than her is enough to give you enemies in Hollywood.
Because she didn't throw her husband under the bus when her husband made a decision about something which she's made plain she disagrees with, but that didn't satisfy the obnoxious posers on the aforementioned far left. Thousands tweet screamed at Cheryl things like, "How do you live with yourself? Do better. I can't even enjoy the episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm with you in them anymore. It's no wonder Larry divorced you." Yeah, that's a character on TV, but okay.
And Bill Maher really despises the far left because they're insane.
The tweet that got the most attention was from actor Bradley Whitford, who wrote, "Hey, Cheryl Hines, way to stay silent while your lunatic husband throws his support behind the adjudicated rapist who brags about stripping women of their fundamental rights. Gutsy. Great example for the kids, profiling courage." Yeah, well, you know what I think is not gutsy? Mansplaining to a woman, but of course not to her face.
This is where the left can't recognize their own fascism. Here's the late Christopher Hitchens. How shady is it that our modern leftists and peaceniks can detect fascism absolutely everywhere except when it's actually staring them in the face?
How she should sacrifice her marriage. Also, you could read something on Twitter that met with your approval. You want to know why I have a bug up my ass about the left more than I used to? It's shit like this.
You know why? He's seeing it more and more. I smell commies. This is just communism that he's upset about.
There's an ugliness they never used to have. The liberals I grew up respecting, none of them are like this. Going after the wife, even the mafia doesn't do that.
The new left is worse than the mafia and more dangerous too.
There's a lot of people these days who I call liberals in theory. In theory, they hate bullying. Terrible. In practice, their attitude is, it's not bullying when I stick your head in the toilet.
They see no problem and they have nothing that mitigates their hand or holds their hand back as they try to destroy someone else. That's the liberals. They believe once you're a victim, you can do anything you want in retaliation.
In theory, liberals are compassionate. In practice, this guy can't even understand one of the most basic dilemmas common to all humans, that when you're married, sometimes you have to swallow some shit.
And Hollywood, well, they value hating Trump more than they value staying together in a marriage. So it's no surprise they're trying to break this couple up. I'm John Mike Keene.